I'm Tim, welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below, your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel or our website. Reach out to me directly at tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing a 2019 launch. This is the Oris Divers 65 Chronograph in stainless steel and bronze. It's 43 millimeters in diameter by 16.3 millimeters thick by 52.1 millimeters lug-to-lug with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The timepiece is large and it makes a statement. Big without being, shall we say, ostentatious. It's a watch that is handsome, thoroughly in tune with its vintage inspiration, and yet very much a modern presence on the wrist. If you're looking something with the wrist presence of a Royal Oak Offshore or an Hublot Big Bang, this will tell time just as well and resolutely resist shock and water just as perfectly in a sports watch vein. The watch on my wrist, substantial. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for a wrist smaller than 15 centimeters in circumference, just because 52 across the wrist is fairly large. Now the timepiece wears comfortably, and it does so in large part because you can see there is a lovely light brown calfskin strap, thick cut with a sheer side to show the layers of construction. There's a contrasting binding at its end. You can see that Oris, and this is a brand new Oris factory strap, uses pull-tab spring bars underneath the lugs so you can quickly and easily remove the strap without tools. There's a no-nonsense satin-finished steel pin buckle for quick on-the-fly adjustments, and then a case design that has a little bit more strength than the standard Divers 65. The lugs are a bit more angular, even if the case band itself remains slim and vintage inspired. The lug hoods are satin finished for contrast, and on the crown side you can see there's a lovely vintage evocative 60s inspired crown with a domed end and pump style pushers. The bezel is made of bronze, the insert is made of anodized aluminum, and it has one of the chattiest dive bezels you'll encounter. Let's have a listen. It's a precise, very mechanical feeling and vocal that is audible. 120 click dive bezel. Line it up. Note it does have a loomed index with the minute hand, and now you can time two events concurrently, one with the chronograph, one with the bezel. The watch does have a dramatically cambered sapphire that's designed to evoke a vintage plexiglass, but without the scratch susceptibility of vintage plexiglass. Now if you look at the dial, you can see there's quite a bit of lume going on. We'll talk about that more in a little bit in a moment, but there's gilt style printing and then rose gold plating on the steel indices as well as hands. And while I'm not normally a Fotina kind of guy, it does work well when combined with the brown of the strap and the bronze of the bezel. So let's just think of it as color coordinating. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing, but the dial is a gloss black, not blue, not purple. It is a black gloss dial, and you have sunken registers, and you can see that to fairly good effect for the chronograph minutes as well as constant seconds. Screw down crown, 100 meters water resistant, and inside the case you have a Sellita SW510. If you're not familiar with that one, it's a 27 jewel Sellita take on the immortal Valjoux 7750. Automatic, unidirectional winding. It has a 48-hour power reserve and a stop seconds function. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and in the name of indestructibility and easy servicing, it features a cam lateral clutch chronograph that is remarkably tough, and I mean like almost indestructible. So this is a timepiece that is ready to rock indoors or out above or below the waves. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of the new Oris Divers 65 Chronograph. And I'm back by night with the Oris Divers 65 Chrono. Note the constant seconds and the chronograph minutes register are fully loomed.